relationships come together, oh, how sweet it is. The love, the connection, the harmony. Even each other's differences can be highlighted as the uniqueness of that individual. How sweet it is to be in love, right? But as two people come together to form, without a doubt, there will be storms. And the storms can surely bring out monsters inside of you that you didn't even know that was there. For some, uncontrollable rage, extreme pettiness, the need to control and dominate, narcissism, and the famous pointing of the finger. It is always what she does. She always nags. Or, he don't do anything right. He just this, he's just that. Back and forth, like a cycle or revolving door. The blame keeps going round and round and round. So, the storm happened. The two individuals can't even share the same airspace. Whether if one leaves for work, drive away to get some fresh air, or even sleep in separate rooms, regardless of whatever it is, in this process, the mind starts to wander with thoughts that seem to justify you and condemn the other. Oh, yes, the battlefield has become real. The thoughts, the blame game, which increases the tension and the fiery anger, and it gets deeper and deeper the longer it takes to fix the problem, to reconcile. You see, disagreements in any relationship dynamic are inevitable, whether family, friendships, colleagues, but for the most part, the thought of self-reflection most times doesn't even come to surface. Ever notice when someone is disgruntled about their relationship, a lot of times it's about what the other person has done or is not doing? This may be true that the other person may be acting selfish, petty, lazy, or just plain ignorant. How you deal with that? Well, it's a case-by-case thing depending on how much both parties are willing to put in the work. To first work on themselves and collectively together as a team. You see, in these moments, the Spirit of God Himself, along with our willingness to remain a student, to learn, help us develop maturity. Maturity from our own ignorance and attitudes to align with the fruit that we should display. The Lord corrects those whom He loves. Don't get weary now. Are you getting corrected? When emotions get high, we can say or do things that are very regrettable. Things can be done that will add flames to the fire. Yes, to the fire. But when God deals with you, despite the wrong the other person has done, He will check your heart first. Now listen, this is not regarding any physical abuse or obsessive verbal abuse. This regarding two people who care about each other, who sometimes may not see the strain, may not see the wrongdoing, or the parts that need to work on. See, but God, He will check your hearts first. You'll hear questions like, what could you have done to diffuse this? Did you really have to say what you said? Were you gentle initially from when they asked you a question? Or were you gentle with your answer? Were you considerate on what they were trying to convey? Or you hear a statement like, you both are tired and overworked. You all never take a break, You keep going, and it gets you more frustrated than you ever will understand. See, the list can go on and on, but God is always concerned with your heart and your intentions. If you truly, and I mean truly, can answer yes to any question that He gives you, then as I said before, your relationship only goes as far as the both of you work at it. Let me say it again. Both committed parties put in it as you wrap it up with sincere prayer and strategy. When one of the two puts more in it than the other, eventually the weight of trying to carry the load will prove too much. That's where the bailout begins. But if both parties are committed and faithful, don't give up working on yourself. Don't give up on the love language that you both speak. Don't give up on God.